Hey Physique Freaks, how's it going? Scott Tuzana, MetabolicMasterpiece.com, here with another full week of eating video to share with you. Down another pound this week, so you're going to see every meal that I ate to help me achieve this goal. That makes it 14 pounds in the first 8 weeks of this cutting phase. 4 weeks to go. I couldn't be more stoked to see the end result. Now, this full week of eating begins on Sunday, February 19th, but it's important to kind of set the stage. So if you didn't watch last week's full week of eating video, Friday night, out with the guys, it's the usual always out with the guys on Friday night, and always a plan to refeed. Ate in a surplus, probably a 500, maybe a little bit more calorie surplus. And normally from there on out, I'm trying to make up for that gain. I usually gain about 3 pounds on Friday night. So when I step on the scale Saturday morning, I'm up 3 pounds, a lot of food volume in my stomach, little water weight, muscle glycogen, all that kind of stuff. It usually takes me a few days to kind of get rid of that weight, but it really takes a few days in a deficit. Now this week was a little bit different because Saturday we were out with some friends and ended up eating really close to maintenance. So enjoyed a few treats, kept things in check. I could have definitely been a lot worse. Friday and Saturday is around people who were drinking. I could have drank along with them, but really trying to avoid alcohol through most of this cutting phase. There's only been one night in the first 8 weeks where I've had some alcohol. I had 4 drinks that one night, and that was about 3 weeks ago, I believe. So now, instead, I kind of missed a day of being in a deficit to kind of work off the Friday night weight gain there. So that kind of sets the tone, and now here we are Sunday trying to catch up and make up for one day in a surplus and one day at maintenance. And let's get to it, starting off with my usual shake. 1 cup of kefir, 1.5 scoops of protein powder, some spinach, and a banana. Later on, I had a little snack. It was kind of midday. Had a cup of coffee with a scoop of actually 2 tablespoons of hot chocolate, along with some cracker chips, little Kellogg cracker chips, barbecue flavor. These are absolutely delicious and low in calories. I really enjoyed these. Gonna have to look for these again because it was a really tasty snack that kind of curbed my appetite. Dinner, we had sloppy joes, so there's some lean ground beef on there. I make that with some ketchup and mustard, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, and put that on 2 slices of whole wheat bread. Total calories for this day were right around 1900 calories, so roughly looking at a 600 to 700 calorie deficit. So getting the ball rolling, getting the gears going, and trying to get on track to make sure that I make progress this week. Monday, February 20th, a holiday here, family day, and I knew we were going out for dinner at Buffalo Wild Wings. I was going to enjoy myself there, so I had to kind of keep calories low earlier in the day. So pre-workout, all I had was 1.5 scoops of protein powder, 1 scoop of protein powder in a shaker cup with water. So low calories there, looking at about 130 calories, and then post-workout had what's typically my pre-workout shake, the 1 cup of kefir, 1.5 scoops of protein powder, spinach, and a banana. So I went to Buffalo Wild Wings, had 17 boneless chicken wings, honey garlic sauce, took a few little bites of the sweet potatoes and dipping sauce, and ended up eating a whole bunch of celery sticks, really filled up on celery sticks, just barely dipping them into the ranch dressing, and had 2 little carrot sticks as well. So total calories for this day, once again, right around maintenance level calories. So putting things into perspective here, Friday was in a surplus, a 500 calorie surplus. Saturday and Monday were right around maintenance. So far Sunday is the only day where I was in a deficit. So right now I'm like, oh my God, it's Monday. I only got a few days left to make some progress here. Gonna have to really keep my calories in check. So I prefer not to necessarily look at things, calories on a daily basis. I really take a big picture outlook and look at the calories on a weekly basis. So although I had some high days in here, I can kind of make up for it with some lower days, as long as it's not too overly aggressive. So we're gonna see and get to it up next. Tuesday, February 21st, woke up not feeling very hungry at all. Usually have my 2 cups of coffee with just a little bit of 2% milk in there. Ended up delaying breakfast till around 1 in the afternoon. Just wasn't hungry at all. First meal that I ate was the pre-workout shake, the 1 cup of kefir, 1.5 scoops of protein powder, some spinach, and a banana. Post-workout ended up being an early dinner where we had some chicken breast. I got about 10 ounces of chicken breast here, some mixed veggies, and sweet potatoes. Also, while I was prepping dinner, we had a few little leftover carrots from Buffalo Wild Wings with some of the chipotle sauce. So dip those carrots in there. Total calories for the day only ended up being around 1,500, so low. This is lower than I normally like to go for, even at the beginning when I'm aggressive with my deficit. But again, I know I can handle 1,500 calories. I've done 1,500, 1,600, 1,700 calories towards the beginning of my cutting phase on some days. At this point, I don't like to be that low, mainly because I'm trying to preserve muscle mass. I don't want to be aggressive with my deficit, but when you're looking at things on the big picture here, I've had some high calorie days and really don't need to be eating too much on these days leading up to the physique update on Friday. Wednesday, February 22nd, started the day with a pre-workout shake, the 1 cup of kefir, 1.5 scoops of protein powder, spinach, and this time some mixed berries in there. Post-workout was 260 grams of plain Greek yogurt, a scoop of protein powder, and 140 grams of mixed berries. Also had some, one little slice of the homemade Amish friendship bread, which is a tasty little treat. Oh my God, it's so hard to not eat the entire loaf of this. A little cinnamon sugar sprinkled on top there. And then later on the day, dinner was some leftover chicken from the night before. So approximately 8 to 10 ounces of chicken and some mixed veggies on there, topped with a bit of ketchup and some spicy mustard. Total calories for the day was 1,500. Now the big victory for me here is that I played hockey at night, and after the game, their guys ended up having pizza and beer in the dressing room. I was like, oh my God, that was it was definitely tempting. Normally I would be all over that, but it really helped knowing, like having already had just wings the night, 2 nights before, having the cheat day on Friday, the refeed day, Saturday being out with friends. It's like 3 days, whereas either in a surplus or at maintenance, and I really indulged enough where it wasn't too difficult to turn that food down. But what really made it easy for me to walk away from that pizza and beer was knowing that I only had Thursday, one more day in a deficit before our Friday weigh-in and physique update. So I was really what I wanted more than anything was to see progress, continuous progress. I've really been on a roll here, dropped 4 pounds the first week from the initial reduction in food volume in my digestive system, water weight, glycogen, then 3 weeks where I dropped 2 pounds at a time consistently, then 4 weeks now where it's been a pound each week. So I've been very, very consistent with my progress, right on point where I wanted. And I knew if I turned down that pizza and beer and had another good day of eating in a deficit on Thursday, my weigh-in would be right on point and I'd see the visual progress that I wanted to experience this week. So that was more motivating to me than the pizza itself. The reward was making consistent progress once again. That excited me more than having pizza. I only got 4 weeks left in this cutting phase. This was kind of a big aha moment, a big learning lesson for me, because in the past, what I would have done is had that pizza, screw the physique update, and a lot of times it would have been, I got time, I got more time, I'll just push back this cutting phase another week or another 2 weeks, and if I get that in my head, it would end up being a couple more days of indulging here, and then I just kind of lose the progress. So what was most important for me was seeing continuous progress, ending this cutting phase right when I say I'm going to end this cutting phase, and get right back into lean muscle gains afterwards. I'm more excited about seeing that progress and getting to lean muscle gains than I am having that pizza in the moment. That was a big victory for me. And I really fed off that. It's really, like right now, I'm still feeding off of that. Just has me more excited than ever to see this through to the end and move on from here. Thursday, February 23rd, start of the day, once again, pre-workout shake, the 1 cup of kefir, 1.5 scoops protein powder, spinach, and mixed berries. Post-workout was 260 grams of plain Greek yogurt, 1 scoop of protein powder, and 140 grams of mixed berries. Also, another slice of that Amish friendship bread. And then dinner had 3 extra large eggs cooked in a little bit of coconut oil, topped with a bit of ground black pepper, and 2 slices of plain whole wheat toast. Total calories for the day was 1,600, so I knew at this point I should be making that progress that I expected to see on Friday morning. And Friday, February 24th, weighed in, successful, dropped 1 pound this week, so super excited. Started the day once again with a pre-workout shake, the 1 cup of kefir, 1.5 scoops of protein powder, spinach and mixed berries. Post-workout, 260 grams of plain Greek yogurt, 1 scoop of protein powder, and 140 grams of mixed berries. Dinner had some 1 red pepper, actually kind of half a red pepper, half an orange pepper, and some onion fried up along with 3 extra large eggs cooked in a little bit of coconut oil, topped with a little black pepper. So calories are pretty low at this point, pretty decent I should say. A little higher in protein, not a lot of carbs so far. Knowing that, going out with the guys, this is my usual refeed day, my planned cheat, and brought some sun chips with me, and there was lots of other chips, and I ended up going to town absolutely pigging out on chips. So a definite surplus once again for a Friday evening. It's like roughly 3,000 calories, could have been more, and really not feeling all that great afterwards. Just the chips just weren't sitting all that well in my stomach. Woke up Saturday morning feeling a little uncomfortable. Not so much full and bloated, just an uncomfortable feeling, an uneasiness from all that greasy kind of crap in my stomach there. So either way, typical, expected for a Friday night, and still looking forward to carrying through for a great week ahead. And then finally, Saturday, February 25th, started the day once again with a cup of kefir, 1.5 scoops of protein powder, spinach, and mixed berries. This was roughly around noon. So again, woke up not feeling very hungry, feeling full and bloated from the night before, all those chips sitting a little uncomfortable in my stomach, and the shake was right around noon, pre-workout. In the past, I made the mistake of completely delaying breakfast even longer than that, and sometimes there was one occasion where I trained fasted just because I was still full and uncomfortable, and that was a big mistake. That set me back big time. I ended up pigging out and eating everything in sight and having poor workout performance in the process as well. So I didn't want to make that mistake once again. Learned that lesson and made sure I got that pre-workout shake in there. Post-workout, had the usual 260 grams of plain Greek yogurt, 1 scoop of protein powder, and 140 grams of mixed berries. Forgot to mention before the workout, so after it was noon when I had the shake, our workout was at 1 o'clock. Right before I went to the gym, grabbed 3 little sticks from this Kit Kat bar. This is another huge victory for me. These chocolate bars, have been in our home for well over a month now. My daughter's selling them as a fundraiser. I haven't touched them until now, and only having 3 sticks out of this 2-bar pack was a huge victory for me too. But I knew I wanted a little sugar before the workout. It was a hardcore leg training session that we're getting to, so the pre-workout shake plus the 3 little chocolate sticks there really got me through it, and actually made me feel pretty damn good too. So after the workout, I had the Greek yogurt. Dinner, we had some spaghetti, and the meat sauce was a mix between ground chicken and lean ground beef. On the side there, we had a little salad. It was like a cabbage coleslaw type mix. My wife made her own sauce, which was, there's some soy sauce in there. I think maybe some sesame seed sauce or oil, whatever the heck, and some melted peanut butter in there. Absolutely delicious. Total calories for the day were right around 2,000, 2,100. So in a deficit, so that's great. Had the surplus on Friday night, a decent deficit, probably close to like a 400 or 500 calorie deficit on a Saturday, where I still felt satisfied, still had my little chocolate treat there, and really ready to finish this cutting phase strong. 4 weeks to go, really excited to share the meals that I'm gonna be eating throughout the next 4 weeks, the workouts that we're performing, and just sharing some of the mindset, everything that's going on throughout this process. Thank you so much for sharing this journey with me. I really appreciate the support and encouragement. Catch you next time.